All right, so we are going to be sketching a kitchen drawing. And I'm giving you the option of some kitchens that you can sketch. So I'm in the textbook. I'm on page 195, actually page 194 and 195. So I'm giving you the option. You have the option of sketching the L shape on page 194, the corridor shape on page 195, or the U shape on page 195. So those are your three options. So in creating this sketch, first thing we're going to do is after choosing which kitchen you want to do of those three, we have to create a ruler to find out some measurements here. As you notice in the book, it doesn't give us any information that we can use as far as sizing goes, except for the work triangle. Well, that's nice knowing the perimeter measurement of the work triangle, but that really doesn't help us with the sizing for helping us draw the kitchen. And so I need to give you some instruction as to how to hopefully I didn't freeze. I need to give some information on how to draw this kitchen without knowing any sizes. And to do that, we're going to start by creating a ruler. So I've given you a graph paper. It looks like my video froze, so I'm going to stop share for a second. Let's see, stop share. And let me look at what is wrong with my camera. Let me go back to sharing my screen. So I have it now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a ruler that we can use to measure the information on the kitchen. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I know. I know that the wall thickness is 6 inches. So from the outside, the exterior of the wall to the interior, 6 inches. I know that this dotted line right here represents the front edge of the wall cabinets. So I get the inside edge of the wall and then the front edge of the wall cabinets. And then this line right here represents the front edge of the base cabinets. And the same on this side. Dotted line represents the wall cabinet, solid line represents the base cabinets. So here's what I know. I know the depth, according to the notes that we took, I know the depth of the wall cabinets is 1 foot or 12 inches. And I know the depth of the base cabinets is 24 inches or 2 feet. And I know the thickness of the wall is 6 inches. So with that information, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to line up my piece of paper on the edge of the wall right there. So I know it's kind of hard to see. I'm going right on the edge of the wall, and I'm going to mark right a 1 foot line, right where the dotted line is, and I'm going to mark right where the 2 foot line is. So from here to here is 1 foot, here to here is 1 foot, together they're 2 feet. Then I'm going to slide my little mark over to the edge of the wall, and I'm going to mark off 2 more. One here, one here. So I've got 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I get to about 12 feet. Do a couple more. Okay, so I got all these lines. So the corner of my paper is going to be 0. Let's turn it this way a little bit. So I'm going to go from the corner of my paper to this first mark is 1 foot, 2, 3 foot, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have a 14-foot ruler is what I've created. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is in between, I'm just going to put a little mark right in the middle, which would represent the 6-inch mark. And I'm guessing you can come pretty close when you just kind of estimate where the middle is. So now I've got a 14-foot ruler using 6-inch marks all the way down. So from the corner, 6-inch, 1 foot, 1 foot 6, 2, 2 foot 6, 3, 3 foot 6, 4, right? And now what I can do is I can take this ruler and I can measure lines on my paper. For instance, the length of this wall is exactly 14 feet long. And the length of this wall from here to the opening right here is 3 feet, all the way down to this end. Looks like 8 foot 6 inches right down to there. So 8 foot 6 is the whole thing. And from here to here, it's 3 feet. The opening is 2 foot 6. This edge here is 3 feet. Okay. So what I can do with that information is I can then get my graph paper, which I use to create my ruler. I can get my graph paper and I can say, okay, I know the length of this wall, the top wall is 14 feet. So I can count out 14 feet. I'm just going to pick a point here. And remember, each grid mark is 6 inches. So 6 inches, 1 foot, 6 inches, 2 foot, 6 inches, 3 foot, 4, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's my 2 corners. And then we said that the entire wall was 8 foot 6. And so I'm creating an 8 foot 6 wall here. So 6 inches, 1 foot, 6 inches, 2 foot, 6 inches, 3 foot, 6 inches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foot 6 would be to here. And this is a rectangular style kitchen, so I can go all the way across to where I started. And so there would be the outside of the exterior of that wall. And so then I would take a straight edge, grab a straight edge, and draw that exterior wall, or draw the outside of that wall, not necessarily the exterior wall. Do one here as well. With these nice, crisp, clean lines like that. This top section was a 3 foot section, so 6 inches 1 foot, 6 inches 2, 6 inches 3 foot. All the way down to here. And this was a 3 foot section down here as well. 6 inches 1, 6 inches 2, 6 inches 3. And now I'm going to give this wall some thickness. It was a 6 inch wall, so it's just one good mark. And so on. Okay, and you can use this ruler again to measure as needed. So I need to know, if I start here in the corner, I need to know how wide this cabinet is. Looks like it's a 2 foot cabinet. I already know that the depth of the base cabinet is 2 foot. So I've got a 2 foot cabinet. And then I have a 3 foot refrigerator. And then I've got a 1.5 foot base cabinet next to another 2 foot base cabinet. Looks like the range is 2.5. And this last cabinet, like it's maybe 1 foot 9 inches. So it's bigger than 1 foot 6, but less than 2 feet. So we'll take that information and you'll just plug it into this here. We've got a 2 by 2, so 6 inches 1, 6 inches 2 foot, 6 inches 1, 6 inches 2 foot. So that first cabinet, the base cabinet, is here. So I'm not going to draw this entire drawing for you. I'm going to rely on your expertise to draw this, but it's important that you create the ruler first so that you can take measurements inside the whatever kitchen you decide to do, whether it's the corridor, the L-shaped, or the U-shaped kitchen. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing. When you're done, you're going to submit your sketch on the graph paper. Make sure your name is on it. And you will submit your assignment into the slot underneath the flag behind the whiteboard. And yeah, so I will grade it when I return.